Hey guys, welcome back to my studio. How are you today? So my painting from yesterday dried really well, and in a minute here, I'm going to do some touch-ups. And I wanted to take just a few moments to explain to you why I've started doing touch-ups on some of my paintings. I've always been sort of afraid to do any kind of embellishment or touch-ups because I'm always afraid that I was going to mess it up. But over the past few months, I've been doing more and more where I felt like some of the color didn't come through the black paint of the dump and swirl as strongly or as brilliantly as I would like it to be. So I go back in with some of the paint and just touch it up. I'm not painting anything new on the canvas. I'm just going over some of the color so that it stands out more and is a little more vibrant. Because sometimes the color towards the center, like where the negative space is, where the black paint is, it can get muted. But the colors usually around the edges and the rest of the painting are usually perfectly fine. So I'm going to show you what I did yesterday, show you how it dried, and I'm going to do a time lapse to show you how I sort of touch up, and then I'll show you the final results. Okay guys, hold on and we'll get started. Okay guys, here I am, I'm back, showing you the painting from yesterday. So the purple and the pink worked really well together. You can see just sort of how it flows throughout here. So when I talked about touch-ups a moment ago, what I'm going to do is go in, touch up this area here with some of the purple. I'm going to touch up the white so it stands out a little bit more, touch up the pink over here, and more of the white over here, maybe some of the pink. I'm not really sure because it's pretty bright already. But that's all I'm going to do, and I'm going to set up my camera here, and we're going to get started, and I'll show you the final results. Hey guys, here I am back with the finished product of my embellishments. Now, I want to say that when I do embellishments, I usually just embellish the areas that are around the negative space. Like I mentioned earlier, sometimes the cells get sort of washed out with the black and it's not as crisp and clean. So what I did was go in with the white, the purple, and the pink and just touch them up ever so slightly to make them pop and be a little bit more crisp in the painting. So I stand back and it looks a little bit more uniform. Now there are some of you out there that are fabulous artists who do a pour and then you embellish on top of it. And you'll do wonderful and fabulous embellishments. Now my hand is not steady enough to even attempt some of the things that you guys do. One of my favorite artists that does it is Elise Fournier. If you haven't seen her work, you can check her out on YouTube. She's fabulous. And Sarah Taylor does sometimes too. I just saw a recent video where she was doing some embellishments and just sort of highlighting certain areas of your painting. So just because you do a pour doesn't mean you have to end once it's all on the canvas. You can go back when it's dry and touch up if you want, especially if you have a great composition and something you want to work with. So I'm really happy about this one. I mentioned before, these are not my favorite colors. I'm not knocking the colors, I just don't use them very often, at least not together. So I think it turned out great. I'm glad I used white because I think the white is sort of grounding, especially down there around the negative space. So guys, I am going to, I don't know, I might do another painting this week. I've got a large canvas. I might sneak over to Michael's before Christmas, who knows? Either way, you guys have a great, safe holiday weekend. I'm going to be away for New Year's, so if I don't see you before then, have a great New Year's and take care. Any questions, you can give me an email at dwightpours.com.